going to do a white light protection meditation before we get into this reading. And then I will explain the reading and the topic and what's going to happen in that reading. But before we open up to the spirit world and we get into the dark and heavy stuff, which sometimes comes with crime or usually comes with crime, or, you know, sometimes the unknown, it can be a bit scary. And if we're opening up to other realms, we just want to make sure that we are feeling grounded, that we are protected. It can be very scary for some people, especially listening to spirit sessions or the grisly details of things. And it's not always a pleasant topic. So what we're going to do is I want you to take a few deep breaths. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in. Hold it, and release. And another deep breath in. Hold it, and release nice and slowly. And you might want to take a few more deep breaths as I just speak to you about this white light. So if you're closing your eyes, just breathing in and relaxing with your breath. And I just want you to visualize a beautiful golden light in your room, in your space right now, wherever you are. The room or your space right now is filled up with this beautiful golden light. And it is a safe place to be in. It feels very comfortable, very safe. It's cocooning you. Okay, you see it all around you. It's keeping you safe and protected. And you can call it in at any time, and you can say, I accept this white and golden light around me at all times, around me, my home, my workspace, my vehicle, around my loved ones, and I am always protected. And if you can't visualize it for whatever reason, because some people can't visualize, you can feel it around you. Feel that beautiful, fuzzy, warm light around you. And know that you're always protected and safe. Okay, nothing can harm you at all. And you might even see other colors in your mind. And whatever you feel that resonates with you, it doesn't always have to be a golden light, although I do see that as the most higher vibrating color that there is for protection. Some of you might want to call in Archangel Michael, or Archangel Michael as I call him, to come in and protect you with the blue light of protection. Okay, that's another one. Archangel Michael comes in with his sword and he machetes away all the negativity around us, and we can feel safe in his presence. So however or whatever you resonate with, whatever you resonate with, just bring that in. Okay, and know that you are always protected. You might want to have a glass of water and as you watch the reading, or just a cup of tea or coffee, anything that makes you feel comfortable, okay? And we are going to get into the reading. Hi lovelies, thank you so much for being with me today. We are looking at the Delphi daughters, Abby and Libby case today. We're going to be having a look at the recent developments, anything that comes through regarding the perpetrator, the bridge guy as they call him, and anyone who's new to this channel, welcome guys. I'm so glad you could be with me. And for those who have come over from my sister site, Divinevisions Readings, thank you so much for being here guys. I really appreciate your support on my channel. And it's just this is the first reading I'm doing on my new channel here, Divinevisions Crime Readings. So if anybody's into love readings, twin flame, soulmate, angel guidance, pick a card readings, that kind of thing, you can see in the description box and comment section, there'll be my link for that channel as well if you wish to go over there. But this is my specific crime channel that I've just started now. So my other crime videos are in a playlist here that I was doing on my previous channel. So you'll be able to watch the Abby and Libby case, okay, that I've done on the other tarots, and the spirit sessions have been quite interesting as well. The most interesting theme of all in this, especially with my tarot, is that there is a father and son connection here. And I think it was July 2020 that I'd actually done the first tarot reading. And I was thinking I'm focusing on one guy, okay? But then even the spirit session said there was more than one. And they kept going on about someone who has sex on their mind a lot, has an alien mind, is a hunter, things like that were coming through. And even in the spirit session and in my tarot readings, a very strong theme kept coming through about maybe Bridge Guy is in law enforcement. He may be impersonating a police officer, but it was very interesting how this energy was very methodical, very organized, is a hunter, is able to blend in with society, may have children, may have been married or may be married, has a family, that kind of thing. And and also is a father and a son connection going on. But the police, the law enforcement, military background, all that stuff kept coming through really, really strongly. And that's why I think it was confusing me, because I'm thinking this guy's a loser, like he's such a loser. And he's like you could see him as being like the scum of the earth kind of person after what he's done to Abby and Libby. And I'm thinking this guy's a professional, he knows what he's doing, he might have killed before. Like, why is it so, after so many years not being found? He's obviously not an amateur, or he's just gotten lucky, one of those things, but it's been planned out in my opinion. And I've always thought this guy's planned this out. I feel that he's very methodical, very analytical, also has a smug attitude, very arrogant, especially because he feels he's gotten away with it for so long. But I have to say, since the new developments, and I have only just recently had people bring it to my attention because I haven't been on the groups for a long time. I haven't checked out anything really. Wow, there's more orbs for a long time. In relation, I'm going to get my water, in relation to new perpetrators, okay, or new persons of interest or suspects. I don't even know if they're classified as suspects, but there's a father and son connection, which is just intriguing me considering my tarot. And you might want to go and check them out. They're in the playlist. Tarot readings part 1 and 2 of Abby and Libby. And you'll see what I mean when I'm focusing on the cards as this person being like in the legal field or something. But the father and son dynamic comes through. And so someone's brought it to my attention that there's a Tony Klein and a Keegan Klein, which is very fascinating to me because I had actually said in a spirit session to Abby and Libby that they were meeting someone that they thought they knew and they were tricked. So I do believe there has been always a plan in place. I feel like this guy somehow knew they were going to be there, okay? I don't feel like he was just randomly popping up in the woods. I've always felt that he knew the girls were going to be there somehow. And the fact that they had Snapchat and they're young teens and they're getting onto, social platforms like that, it's very, obvious in a lot of ways that could definitely be a link. So as we found out now, Keegan Klein, 27-year-old, is he 27? I think he's 27. Keegan Klein, this really, he's a horrible guy. He's 27, he's obese, he's just a really, low self-esteem, really ugly personality. He's into child porn, is all this stuff that was found on his computer, and he's been soliciting. What's he been doing? He's been creating fake profiles, for one. He created a fake profile called Anthony Shots of this young, I don't know if he was 18, 19, he looked about 18, 19 in the photos, of this model who's a gorgeous sandy blonde haired, blue-eyed model or whatever he is. He's just a really good looking young dude that Abby and Libby would have found, really good looking. And so this Keegan Klein guy has sat behind his computer and pretending to be this model. And as it turns out, he had connections with Libby. And apparently he had spoken to her either the day that she was murdered or the day before. I can't remember the exact details now. But I find it very interesting that the link that I had in these tarot readings, a strong legal link, like with law enforcement, this guy's a police officer, all this kind of stuff. Turns out, right, and it's so funny because I never claim in my readings that I'm ever 100% correct, because we're not. It's all a puzzle for us as well. Tarot readers, mediums, psychics, that kind of thing. It's all a puzzle just like it is for the police. But I found it so interesting that the guy in the photo of that model that Keegan had used as his photograph in the actual profile is now a cop, okay? He's a police officer, former model, now turned into a police officer. So he's gone down that career path. So I think that might be the link I was tuning into. Because when you think about it, Keegan Klein was acting like, almost like it's a link to two people, isn't it? We've got the person behind the computer who I'm reading into with his father as well, who he lived with. And then we've got the police officer who was actually the model that Keegan Klein's used for his profile photo. So I find that fascinating. Today we're going to find out, a bit more about this, hopefully. I've got my Divine Crime Oracle that I created. I have not used this yet in this case with Abby and Libby. I've got some initials that I'd like to pull out as well soon. But I do want to have a look, okay, at some questions here. So basically we do want to know a little bit more about this. Is there a father-son connection? Is Keegan Klein and Tony Klein the guys that we're looking for here? And I have a very strong gut feeling that yes, it is. Now, as it turns out, in my spirit sessions, tarot readings, it kept coming up that this guy's a hunter. He likes to fish. He has weapons. He has guns, knives, you name it. There was so many clues that actually fall in line with Tony Klein, which is Keegan's father. Now, he's known to be a criminal, okay? He's a hunter. He's also been known to slaughter animals, all sorts of shit. Like, he's they're just horrible people of the earth. I seriously feel there's a connection there. And I still feel that there was two people at the bridge that day, but we're going to suss it out, okay? This man, bridge guy, is not afraid of heights. That's the most obvious thing. Being on the bridge, he is not afraid of heights. He's maybe very familiar with the area. And if he's not that familiar in terms of visiting there forever before, many times or anything like that, he's cased it out. He's cased it out perhaps just before meeting the girls. But I do feel like there is a familiarity with the place, like he seems to know it, especially if he's a hunter and a loner. He might have gone out there many times. So we got imagination, Queen of Swords. Didn't even put a thing on here, and force. Wow. There might have been a weapon. I do feel like maybe there was a knife used here, a sharp weapon used. We got the green kind of land here and the bunny rabbit there. And it's interesting because a hunter usually hunts rabbits and things like that as well. But we got the word force. So something definitely happened with force. I feel like this was a violent, very violent, brutal killing. I feel like this was almost personal. Even though they may not have known or even met the girls in person, this person, bridge guy, it's personal. And I'm wondering if at some stage, like this Keegan guy, if he was the one talking to Libby on Snapchat or whatever platform they were using, he might have had some fucked up thing in his mind where he thought, oh yeah, you're into this model, but typical girl into the models, and just had this hatred towards girls and women as well at the same time. Yeah, interesting that. So this person thought, look at that, imagination, thought, has been, if this is their first kill, okay, they have been thinking about this. They've been imagining it, visualizing it, what it's going to be like to kill somebody and slay them, basically, with force. There's a lot of violence here, and especially when it comes to pornography, there can be a lot of violence in pornography as well. Probably stuff that's on the dark web. I'm wondering if he's even gone that far to be on the dark web. But we got the younger energy, see? The Page of Swords is the younger energy, and this is usually, I can't remember the ages now that I had said, but I know the knights, I think, are between, what were the knights now? I think they were between 21 and 34, I think the knights were. And he's 27, which was interesting when I read back on the tarot reading. It was saying ages and stuff. So yes, this has definitely been on his mind to brutally kill somebody. And he was thinking about it. Bridge guy was thinking about this and planning this in his mind. So he was fantasizing about it before it happened. There's another energy, Page of Discs. Yeah, being out in the woods waiting. Look at that. He's in the woods kneeling down. See? That's what I feel like he was doing. They're kind of both sitting down on the grass here. This is interesting. And that says health too. Health. Well, he wasn't healthy at all, this guy. He was very obese. Now, I don't know what he was like in 2017 because they've taken a photo of him now. He is quite a big guy. And he looks too big to be Bridge guy. But when I look at his father, I think, geez, his father seems to fit the profile as well of his body, you know, body type. The High Priestess is the secrets. I actually wonder if he went out there the night before and set something up, like a trap of some sort, like not literally a trap, but I do wonder if he went there the night before. So they have obviously, it seems like they may have talked about meeting up. They may have talked about it. Like, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, we got the day off school. Oh, yeah, do you want to catch up? You know, do you want to meet up somewhere? And they might have thought, oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. And then on the day that, you know, they were at their house, they just suddenly said, oh, we're going to go to the bridge to Abby's sister, Libby's sister, I think they did. So it seemed like something that they just decided to do at the spur of the moment. But I feel like it was a secret. They weren't telling anybody, really. Maybe they had other friends they told, I don't know. But they were kind of hiding this. It's almost like they felt that it was hush-hush about meeting this cute guy, you know, like Anthony Shots, the cute profile of this model guy, like he was hot, you know. So they're probably thinking in some way, like, we're going to meet this guy and it's a secret, and if we tell anyone, they'll tell us not to meet him, you know. I don't know. It just has this vibe to it that it was a secret, that they weren't really telling many people about this guy. So it's just weird to me. Weird to me. Maybe he said, oh, look, I don't really want many people knowing where I am, or I don't know. It's just strange. Yeah, there's the recovery of the girls. And see how we got the green? Looks like a bit of an embankment there, and it could be like a river going in through there. So they were recovered, of course. They were recovered. We know that. Yeah, I still wonder if he took a button or some kind of trophy with him. I see he's taken something from one of the girls. I really do. I feel like he's kept a button off their pants or something, because the spirit session said her pants broke too. Her pants broke. So it kind of reminds me like maybe the button broke or the zip of jeans or something like that. He's kept something. He has kept a trophy, I'm telling you. This is a Pisces energy too. Virgo, Gemini, Libra. Whoops. I'm going to get the crime oracle out in a moment, okay, guys? Potential, another young energy. So it shows 3 young energies, okay? We're 3 young energies here. So we've got Abby, Libby. Doesn't matter about the genders here, but Abby and Libby and that guy, because even though he was a lot older than them, he's still a younger energy than, say, the father, you know? So They might have thought there was potential for something to like spark up, you know, some chemistry or something. They might have thought this guy's hot. I'm going to meet up with him. But the underworld and the shaman, look at that. So the underworld, this is the temperance card, which is such a weird card in this one. The temperance usually represents peace, harmony, patience, that kind of thing. But I see here with the underworld, it really kind of reminds me of like death, you know, the underworld. So yeah, pig hunting. I wonder if they ever did that. So I'm seeing that he hides away in the shadows, kind of like in a dungeon. Maybe he's hiding in a dark room, playing on his computer in a dark room. I mean, it'd be freaky if he was actually in a basement doing that, bloody psychopath. But it does show that there's this hidden element here of hiding away in the shadows and hatching a plan, okay? And the shaman is the hermit. So yes, he's definitely, and he's reclusive. He's an antisocial dude. He finds his social life on, you know, through the internet, even though it's not real. Excuse me. Yeah, but he's casting like illusion, okay? He's casting an illusion by doing that. So we've got skill. Yeah, he's learned skills here. He's worked hard on this. He's worked hard on this. So he's got some skills with, I feel like the internet. He's got skills with the internet. He knows how to blend in the shadows. Like, he knows how to camouflage himself, maybe even, like, literally, he knows how to camouflage himself. He's a hunter. So whether it be his father is a hunter. So I'm feeling like I'm reading two energies. That's why it gets confusing sometimes as well. And that's why it was confusing me in the first tarot reading, because I was doing it, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, it's like there's two energies here. And then I realized, oh, hang on, there is. There's two people. Rebirth. Yes, it looks like there's going to be light on the situation here. Things are coming to light. Also, the judgment card shows me that judgment is coming in. So they'll have to face a judge at some point. Yes, King of Swords can be someone who is in the law. Definitely looks to me like they're going to have to face someone, the police, the law, the legal, you know, that kind of thing, which they have before, I'm pretty sure. So I went and charged my phone up and I looked at star signs, okay, and I found out that Abby Williams is a Cancer, Libby German is a Capricorn, and Keegan Klein is a Gemini. I don't know what Tony's is. I'll have to research that further later on. But let's see what's happened. Can you give us a storyline, please, Spirit, on the day of the murders? On the day of the murders, what was, I'm going to do this, what was Tony Klein, the father's energy, please, on the day of the murders? I know what I want and I can't stop until I have it, so focused. He might have had binoculars watching the girls. But this is weird. Remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. So that is so strange, because when I tuned into big guy, oh my God, big guy. I mean, bridge guy, yeah, they are both big guys. But when I tuned into bridge guy's energy in the last tarot reading, I could see this grief and trauma in his section. And I'm like, what the hell is that? But I don't know if this is his energy so much. I can't see this person, Tony, as having remorse. I don't really feel he's got a conscience. If he's bridge guy, I just don't feel that. What I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to suss out Tony's energy, Keegan's energy, and then I'm just going to call it bridge guy's energy as a separate thing. So let's have a look. What else was Tony Klein's energy on the day of the murders? We've got, oh my God, desire. I miss the way you taste. There's soft lips on my face. So I'm not reading it too much. It doesn't really matter what it says. I'm seeing it as desire. So he had desire for the girls, or maybe to kill, or whatever that was. Your light illuminates my mind and soul. Inspired. And truth. Okay, so wanting to know the truth about something. There's something that's come to mind, like an idea. Maybe wanting to know the truth about what his son was up to. I mean, if he was not involved, I mean, he's a bad guy anyway. He's a criminal. He's someone who hunts and doesn't give a shit, really. He's got no conscience. But if he wasn't the one that actually did this to the girls, he might be feeling remorse at the fact that he's hiding something his son has done. Even though he's a bad person, he may not actually be a killer of humans. He might not have killed the two girls. It could have been Keegan. Who knows? I still think Keegan... I'm just going to grab my water. I still think that Keegan, when I look at him, I don't know if I see a killer as such. I could be way wrong. I mean, I wonder, like, did he grow up with his dad hunting? You know, was he hiding away in the shadows, waiting for the girls? Did he grow up hunting and know the skills? Has he slaughtered animals like his father? Like, you just wonder. All right, so I'm going to get Tony's energy on the day of the murders, please. So we've got, wow, we've got courage here. Courage to go down the path. Oh my God, courage. Oh my God. Wow, okay. The Two of Wands represents two pathways you can go down. You're either going to go down this pathway or this pathway. Or it can represent someone who may not have the courage to sort of just stay stuck in a rut where they're at and not take action. Or there's a pathway to move forward. And I kind of look at this and think he was building his courage to maybe get involved with this, and maybe he was the one that killed the girls. I don't fucking know why. Sorry, I'm not meaning to swear. I don't know why. If he was to kill them, I'm not sure why. Like, is he jealous? Was he jealous? I don't know. Let's get another energy. So what was Tony Klein's energy that day on the day of the murders, please? Callous. Wow, callous. I'm wondering if a sharp object was used. We got the scythe, you know, a sharp object here. He might have been spying on the girls as well when they arrived. Helpless. I don't know what that's about. Feeling helpless. Feeling ambivalence. And distraction. Ah, he was a distraction, was he? Blindsided. Oh my God. He distracted the girls somehow and blindsided them. And now it's interesting because in the spirit session he said, help with my bag. It said that in the spirit session, help with my bag. I wonder if he asked them, can you help me with my bag? And they've lured the girls down. Like maybe one of them said down the hill and the other one said, yeah, I need help with my bag. And then they've brought them down. Biased. And vindictive. Okay. Interesting. I feel like I've got to pull out one more for Tony Klein. There it is. Victim. So he's attached to one of the victims, okay? He might have played victim to his son too. I don't know. Might have made out he was the victim. I do feel like there's like a childlike energy with Tony. I feel like he resorts to arguing with Keegan like they're brothers rather than father-son. That's kind of the energy I get. But I feel like in some ways, it could be this too. Like, I'm just trying to see it from all angles. I mean, I'm not ever 100% correct. It could be that he felt blindsided. Maybe his son brought him down there and he felt blindsided, that he was meant to be a distraction, you know, for like his son. If it's Keegan's plan and he was bringing his father down there, maybe he used him as a distraction, so he could go about doing what he wanted to do, and the father found out and, you know, had to have the courage to go ahead with this. So, you know, yeah, because this is interesting. There's remorse here and there's courage here and all this shit. But I don't know. It's such a hard thing to read because I feel like he is such, like, a really nasty person who doesn't give a crap, you know? Like, I feel like he's got no conscience in that way. I mean, he used to, I think I read somewhere that he slaughtered animals, and, you know, he's a hunter. So I think he finds the thrill in killing. So this is why this is confusing the hell out of me, because there's remorse, there's courage, there's feeling like a victim, feeling helpless, but at the same time, I very much feel like he's a part of it, and I feel sick thinking about, like, I'm just tuning into that. I feel sick. So what about Keegan's energy, please? Worried. Feels like I'm carrying the weight of the world. On the day of the murders, what was Keegan Klein's energy? Sad. I'm just miserable and I'm really tired of pretending I'm not. So he's really feeling anxious, feeling sad, feeling stressed out. I'm under so much pressure. Once again, feeling like the weight of the world's on his shoulders. We've got worried, sad, stress. What else was he feeling on the day of the murders? Wise, so he's come into some wisdom. So he's come into some knowledge. I wonder if the father killed the girls. And he blindsided the girls and was a distraction for them. So that... or Keegan. I still feel like they're both involved. So as I said, reading two energies is very confusing. So what's Keegan's energy on the day of the girls, on the day of the murders, sorry, the girls' murders? What was Keegan Klein's energy, please? Diplomacy, recovery. Whoops. Wow. Star and reflection. There's the fishing. Diplomacy. This is all about being careful with your words. So it might be that he feels in some way, what was this? This is like escaping as well, like finding an exit. Recovering. The star, reflection. Because when I see recovery, that's showing persistence. Like it's, sorry, perseverance is what I'm trying to say. It's persevering through the worst. And I wonder if he's a narcissist. Okay, he's a narcissist. Keegan is a narcissist. It's all about him. He doesn't like what he sees in his reflection. He does not like it. He hates himself. And it could have been something at night time going on here too. Because I always wondered if someone returned to the scene of the crime at some stage. And maybe recovered something from the crime scene. And I do believe very strongly that one of the guys took something from the girls as a trophy. It's like a button. Spirit Session said her pants broke, so it could be a button. Something like that. What was Keegan Klein's energy? Entanglement. So what was he entangled in? What was he entangled in? Well, he was obviously entangled in this murder, double murders, you know, with his father, perhaps. The Lord is the father. That's the father. That's the Emperor, which is the fatherly energy. Yes, he was entangled with his father. Look at that, bounty, 6 of discs, which means equal exchange. It's a mutual investment here. Yep, he's entangled with his father in this. So maybe that's why he was stressed. If his father's the one that's bridge guy and Keegan is not a killer, but yeah, he's still a sicko, being into child porn and pornography and being antisocial, it could have been that his father was the one that's bridge guy. We don't know, but that's the fatherly energy there. Interesting. Oh my God, look at this. Heartbroken, shame. This is on Keegan's energy. We've got betrayal. Okay, betrayal's interesting. But why wouldn't he dob his father in? Coercion. Oh, coercion? What? That's so weird. So, because I have to say, it's so confusing when there's two people because you're not sure which one, you know, are they both involved or is one covering up and the other one's involved? You know, there's remorse here on this side and there's stress and heartbreak on this side. So, I don't know, it's all fucked up. It's so weird. It's weird, man. It's weird. Okay, so abandonment issues. Like, why, if Keegan, because he's the one that's being investigated, but then again, you're not necessarily going to dob in on your parents, are you, or anything. Condescending energy, maybe with the girls, and cold. Anxiety's coming up again. Interesting. So let's get Bridge Guy's energy, okay? Just pretend we don't know who Bridge Guy is, or we probably don't, but just say we don't. We're going to not think about these guys. We're just going to say, okay, who is Bridge Guy? What was his energy? What was Bridge Guy's energy on the day of the murders? Tame, you make me feel calm and free. So there's a horse there, which is so interesting because, oh my God, I just realized in my vision when I was meditating before, I saw a fence like that and property. That's so weird. I saw a fence like that. And it was definitely like farmland. So I wonder if these guys, or Bridge Guy, I should say, that's who we're focusing on, actually owns like a ranch or some kind of horse paddocks, maybe farmland, maybe wears a shirt like that, who knows. But tame means someone who's comfortable around you, calm, in your presence. Like, I feel like he's just calm in people's energy. Like, when I say calm, he might be explosive too at times, but I just feel like he can blend in. He can just be next to you, and you may not even really think, oh, he's a killer. Naive. I adore your innocence. Oh my God, this is giving me the creeps. Oh my God, I feel sick. I feel sick. This is not meaning he's naive. This is chasing and like preying on young, naive children. Oh my God. Oh my God. Illuminate your light, help to guide me out of my darkness. So yeah, it's kind of like when he focuses on his target, it kind of illuminates for him what he wants to do. It like makes things like it kind of excites him. It's kind of sick. Yeah, it's very sick. Hostile energy. See, this is on the day of the murders too. So I wonder if he knows the area. Maybe he knows a horse in the area. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's not it. That wasn't the one. Let's get one more for Bridge Guy. Oh, there's two more. Integrity, I'm trying to do the right thing? Bullshit. You inspire my mind and fill me with, like, creative. Oh, my gosh. This is so weird because when I see the scales, I also think of the law, which is so strange because when I said before is I don't think, well, I don't really know. We don't really know who Bridge Guy is at the end of the day, but I don't know if he really is in the law. If it is Keegan related and Tony Klein related, which I do believe it is, I'm thinking that the law connection was the Anthony Shots profile, who was that model who is now actually a police officer. I'm thinking that, but this is so weird, the integrity side of things. Like, maybe in some way he was putting on that mask of, oh, I'm trying to do the right thing, to... Yeah, this is fucked up, this is. What is that? What is that, please, Spirit? The integrity side of things. What's that? Oh, shit, hang on. Oopsies. Oh, there it is, the world tree. This is about completion. So it's not integrity in the way we look at it. It's not integrity in terms of being a good person and doing the right thing. I feel like in his mind, in his effed up mind, he feels like he's doing the world a favor in some way by eliminating these kinds of people, and that's what he sees. Like, these girls were a kind of person in his mind. So he might have thought, because I do believe they were definitely catfished. I do believe they were that Bridge Guy planned this. It was a plan in place. I don't believe he was just someone randomly in the bush. He definitely was planning this. He had knowledge that they would be there. And he knew exactly what to do. He mapped it out. So I feel like in his mind, he probably thought, oh, I'm doing the right thing. Ending this, snuffing them out kind of thing. I wonder if he talks like that. But yeah, that's the kind of energy I was getting just then, like snuffing them out. It's almost like he just feels like he's doing the world a favor. See, the world tree. So yeah, it feels like he feels he's doing the world a favor by... because just don't forget, he's got an effed up mind. We don't think the same way these crims do. So in his mind, he might have thought, oh yeah, these girls, they're into, they just think about, you know, the hot guys, because I do believe it's, once again, Keegan's energy and that Tony guy's energy. They have a real hostility towards young girls and women who are attracted to good-looking blokes, because they're not good-looking blokes themselves. So brutality, definitely bridge guy's energy, brutality. We've got desperation, anxiety, probably anxious about getting caught that day. Emptiness, humiliation, so felt humiliated. Defiant. Drowning. Did he drown one of the girls in the water? Like, what happened? Brainwashed and antisocial. Very interesting. Very interesting. So we could be reading two guys here too, their energies. Brainwashed. Could be brainwashed by porn, things like that. If you're constantly putting things in your brain, maybe brainwashed by another party, like if it's the father or the son. You know, usually the sons can be brainwashed by parents and what they think, and kind of follow their footsteps, that kind of thing as well, if that's the case. Let's get into my crime oracle now, okay? Now, I just have to say, some things might come up that make no sense whatsoever and may not seem to fit into the profile of this, but just keep an open mind. It may be relevant, it may not be relevant. What the hell's in here? I just realised I think I have... I swear I just saw them in here. Or maybe I'm dreaming. I swear I just saw my divine shadow self. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go back to this. All right, let's get let's get some clarifiers, okay, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. On what happened on February 14th, 2017 with Abby and Libby. Okay, give us an idea. Look at that. Perp's going to be arrested, going to be caught. Maybe has already been arrested in the past, has a criminal history. We've got a body of water. Okay, so they might own a boat. Might live near a body of water, might be arrested near a body of water. We've got city-urban crowds, so it could be that they travel, because boats can be travel. They've travelled to a city, or, you know, they might travel back and forth. Because, you know, Delphi seems very urban, very rural to me, like country, but it could be that. We've got known to police. Look at that. In the system, criminal record. And a new identity. Don't want to be found. Fresh start, new life. So, if this is them moving to another city, because I kind of remember something about it. And now, as I said, I don't like to read too much because it influences me, what can do. But what I do remember, something about Tony had moved, or they had talked about moving to another city. They either did or they didn't. I don't remember, but I know there was talk about it. And they might have taken off for a while. I'm not sure. Look at that. Lust. Okay, affair, temptation. There's definitely that sexual element there. And, oh my God, guys. February. Natural causes. Someone might die from natural causes, okay? And held hostage. So the girls were held hostage, basically, on that day. They couldn't run away. Oh my God, guys. Stabbed, sharp weapon. I'm telling you, I don't feel that he came at them with a gun. Like, I don't feel he shot them. It would have made too much of a noise. I feel like they were stabbed. Oh my God, guys. Train tracks. That bloody, what am I saying? I can't think. A Monon High Bridge Trail used to be a train track. Like, it used to, I can't remember the date now, but it used to pull trains along. So, unknown to the police, not in the system, a clean record. Well, that's not true if it's Keegan Klein and that. Is there somebody else that has information that's not known? Look at that, male suspect. Yes, we do know that, don't we? An accident. So someone might have had an accident. We did say, well, some people have said that BG seems to limp, or it could have just been him walking on that rickety kind of bridge, but... Is someone going to have an accident, or have they had an accident? Is there some injury they've had? Clean, framed, innocent, clear conscience, set up scapegoat. So someone might try and frame someone else, or it could have been that the focus has been on someone who actually has been innocent of this crime. They may not necessarily be an innocent person. They could still be a criminal, but it could be that in some ways they're not connected to the Delphi daughters. This is weird. Male child victim. So has there been another victim to these people or to Bridge Guy? Mountains. Buried. Oh my God, there's been a child that's been buried, has there? In the mountains. Now, is this connected to the Bridge Guy, or is this... Sometimes this happens where spirit can come through with other information to do with another case altogether, but I really want to focus on the Delphi daughters, please, spirit. So it does look like maybe, and might not, you know, male child. That's interesting to me. Oh my God, a female child victim. And look at that, the bridge. Oh my God. This is the girls obviously being female children. But male child victim's interesting to me. Buried, it's pretty creepy. We don't know what these people have been like. We don't know what their history is. Suicide. So, oh my God, my battery's gone. I'll have to charge up my phone again. Suicide could be something that someone tries to do in future. Okay, guys, I'm just going to come back. Okay, I'm back again. So it drives me nuts because this phone just dies a lot very quickly and it doesn't have a lot of room on it. So I have to get myself a proper camera at some stage. So anyway, this guy, you know, it's saying suicide here. So could there be an attempted suicide if there's like, if they're going to go to prison? I don't know, their kind of profile. It seems like they're quite narcissistic. Held captive, misadventure, lost. Well, I didn't actually put an intention in there, so I'm going to actually put that back. I didn't put intention in here. Okay. Looking at Bridge Guy's spirit, please. The Delphi daughters, Abby and Libby. Can we find out some more stuff, please? Awaiting rescue, delays. Smoker. Did something else come out? I thought something else flew out just then. Oh, gosh. I'm being told that one of the girls was awaiting rescue. So that might have been Abby. I think one of the girls, if I remember, it might have been Abby, hadn't died straight away. I think she was near water or something like that, and she was injured. This guy's a smoker too, by the way. I don't know if Keegan or Kagan, I don't even know how you say his name, actually. I always say Keegan, but I've heard other people say Kagan, so I really have no idea. I'm just going to call him Keegan until I know. But smoker, okay, so definitely a smoker by the looks of it. One of them does. Oh, look at this, mossy. I mean, what am I saying? Mossy is like mossy cave inside underground tunnel. It's interesting. So there could be something like a weapon, evidence put inside a cave or an inside... just some like inside something. It's interesting. And then we got justice coming through. Yay, I'm so happy about that because look, we got arrest, court, justice coming in. Held captive, hiding. Yeah, something is being held away. God, I hope they don't have someone else, like another victim held away somewhere. Oh my God, I hope not. Jealousy issues, personal. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? I thought it came out last time. I can't remember now. But there's jealousy issues here. So I do feel that Keegan gets jealous. I feel like he has issues. This was personal against the girls. This was personal against Libby especially. Yeah, intoxicated, drinking, drunk, alcohol. So someone drinks as well. Might get drunk. Seasoned criminal, system knowledge, repeat offender. Yeah, we know that, don't we? It's obvious. And winter, so something might come to light in winter. Might be an arrest around winter. We've got overdose, so not sure what that's to do with. As I said, there's certain things that can come out that I've got no idea what that means. Intimate relationship, sex, romance, emotional ties. So that's kind of what it was through a catfishing, you know what I mean? No, it didn't get that. It said taxi, public transport. Maybe they got a public transport out of there, but I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. We got truck. Look at that. Truck driver, someone who might drive trucks. That's interesting because the spirit session kept mentioning trucks. I have to go back and listen to them because even though a lot of it like seemed like, you know, dribble, it didn't make a lot of sense, I still left them in there even though it may not have made sense because we don't know. Maybe there's clues in there that seem to not make sense but really are coming together as a puzzle. So it's interesting with the trucks. Oh my God. Hang on a minute. They always fly down. It drives me bloody nuts. Here we go. I'm just going to bring them up here, see if the other ones have fallen down. I don't think so. All right, what do we got? Someone's got tattoos. Does anyone know if Keegan Kline or his father has tattoos? And look at that. We got death here. So definitely are the killers. It looks like medium length hair. Does one of them have medium length hair? No, but one of the girls did. Libby had medium length hair. October could be a significant date. Anything else to know about the bridge guy, please, Spirit? Anything else to know about the bridge guy, please, Spirit? Travels. So he travels. He might travel long distance. He might like driving. He might own a Mercedes or whatever that is. It looks to me like he travels from one town to another or a city. Did it say city there somewhere? Yeah. So he might travel in a boat or his truck. He might be a truck driver doing long distance driving. Wowee, this is scary. Abandoned, old, isolated barn or a shed. It might be on their property. Forest path, mossy. They could live near somewhere like that maybe. August is another date coming up. Opportunity, random impulse. So I'm wondering if they're looking at something else or if they've done something else that there might be a missing person case that people have got no idea who's done it. Look at that. Thug, dealer, criminal. So someone's into drugs perhaps. Sexual, rape, assault, non-consensual, male victim. Wow, I'm just feeling sick now. It did say male child victim here, so far out. I hope not, guys. Has there been a kidnapping of a child? Has there been like a male child around the area that maybe oh God, I hate to think. Domestic violence, physical abuse. So I know I read about Tony. I think if I remember, he used to physically abuse his ex-wife or his wife. The Keegan's mother, I'm pretty sure. Drug addict, addiction. So there's some drug connection here. I don't know if it's them or not. We've got overdose. We've got drugs, thugs, dealer, criminals. We've got devil in disguise, a trickster, manipulator, hiding in the shadows. Someone's name might be Jack. So you've got Jack. But that's really strange. Like, is there someone that's an associate of these people, or is Tony into drugs? Like, I don't know. I don't know if they do drugs. I mean, drugs could even be weed, you know. Break and enter. So there's been other crimes in the past by the looks of it too. Summer is coming up, and we've also got whistleblower coming forward, truth revealed. Now, that's very interesting because I thought in my last tarot that someone was going to come forward. I'm sure of it. I thought I saw the boy, like in my reading, I saw a younger dude and a father. And I saw that the younger dude was crumbling and was going to say something. So I don't know. It's weird because you'd think after all this time that if it is, you know, Keegan Kline, that he would come forward and say something. So maybe the cops are just not doing their job properly and interrogating. I don't know what they're bloody doing. I'm not putting down the police at all, but I'm just wondering what the hell's going on with that. November. For some reason, there's September. So for some reason, they seem to be keeping their cards close to their chest, the police force. I'm not sure why. There might be some form of evidence, you know, that they do have, but they don't want it leaked because only the killer knows it. That kind of thing as well. And we've got January. Now, in the spirit session, it said that January was when the girl started talking to him. That's right. In the spirit session, it said something about like a girl's voice, and she said, I enjoy talking to him. And then it said January or something. So it was like she started speaking to him from January. legal court, documents, eyewitness statements. So someone might make a statement. Look at that on the bottom of there. Internet messaging, social media. Wow. So interesting. There might be other victims coming forward, because there were other victims of Keegan's. You know, there were other ones that he was, I think, getting them to send him nude photos and stuff like that. So it's not just, unfortunately with Abby and Libby, they actually ended up dying. But there are other victims of Keegan's. Okay, there are actual other victims who have been, what do they call that? Not sexting. There's some other word they use for it. I can't remember now. But let's get a look at, okay, directions, maybe kilometers or miles that they are from. From where? From where? From Delphi. Where does this bridge guy live? Okay, where do they live? Where does bridge guy live? 200 to 500 kilometers. Now that's miles away. That is like miles and miles. So once again, do they travel? Are they actually currently living, or is he currently living somewhere else? I don't always take these, you know, to mean something. Like, I don't always take these as 100%. 60 to 110 kilometers. So one might be there, one might be there. What direction are we looking at? This is where it gets confusing. We've done that one now. So let's have a look at this. Okay, so I've got a few of these here. Otherwise, if I keep pulling out, these are going to get confusing. So let's have a look. Have we got any time frames or directions here, please, Spirit? We've got days. So in days, there could be some news coming out. Far out. It is a process, as we know, but there could be a few days. Southwest, so they might live southwest of Delphi, or they might be southwest of Delphi right now. We've got eastern hours. So, yeah, once again, it's confusing as hell. Could take some years to also, could take a few more years yet. By the time, you know, when people are arrested and go to court and all those things, it can take years to go to trial. It just seems like these guys have gotten away, you know, with just literally gotten away with murder. They can just do whatever they bloody want. It's just ridiculous. Like, you would think that people, if they haven't killed before, you know, how the hell do they get away with this? How did they not leave anything behind? You know, how it was very thoroughly planned, I believe. So we got confidence. Yeah, look at the horse again. This is weird because I saw a brown and white horse too in a vision. But we got confidence here. So they felt confident. They feel confident. There's an oath. So they've sworn to silence. They've sworn themselves to silence. They're not talking. And we've also got beauty. Yeah, yep, definitely. With the rose and its thorns here as well. So they're attracted to the young and beautiful, okay, and understanding. So there's some understanding coming through. So it looks like there might be some knowledge for the police to come through here. Listening. What? That's weird. Darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. So there's an understanding that it's like that yin and yang balance kind of thing too. What might come to light isn't always going to be good news either. Sometimes we'd rather not know. Do you know what I mean? But we'd rather not know how warped someone is in their mind. And look at this, see, tattoos again. So it's interesting. Tattoos. Could be a rose tattoo. Look at that. Rose tattoos. Could be, they might have a rose tattoo. Something like that. Might ride horses or has ridden a horse. Let's get some initials. This has been a little bit of a confusing reading, so I'm sorry about that. I really am. Yes, it's been confusing in terms of those directions and things like that. I mean, as I said, I don't always take them as 100% correct because at the end of the day, we're just trying to get some advice and answers. And especially when you're reading for like two energies, it's really hard to determine which one's which. Let's get some Let's get some initials and letters, please. See if we can spell out words or anything like that, please, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I wanted to say, once again, I didn't put intention in. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God, Cherie. Okay. All right. Spirit, we want to know any initials of Bridge Guy, please. Anyone involved? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. I've got a few here. Okay. What have I got? We got an L, C, Z, H, G, T, U, N, S, D, J, P, X, I, R, W, and an F. Okay. We've got the T. Got W-I-N. Twin. Is somebody a twin? Are they like brothers? Find. We got the word hunt. H. Where is the U? I just saw it. Didn't I have a U? Am I dreaming? No, H-U-N-T. Look at that. Hunts and an S. Hunts. We know that, don't we? We definitely know that with the way they hunted the girls. Yes. See you next Tuesdays. I'm not going to put that on there. It's a bit of a rude word, but I'm wondering if they use that language, like C-U-N-T, like see you next Tuesday. I'm wondering if they use that kind of language. Maybe they call each other that, or other people very maybe rough around the edges there as well. And I'm talking about Bridge Guy as well. So I still remember this. Twin. I just remembered. Twin means two. Okay. Twin means two people. Oh my God. Yes, I just got it. Also, Gemini. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Gemini is Kagan's, I don't even know if it's a Keegan, whatever, but his star sign is Gemini, and it's always the twins. Gemini equals twins. And we've got T, W, I, N, and an S. Twins. Wow, far out. That's just giving me the shivers right now. Because I definitely feel that he's involved. I absolutely. Yeah, so here I am saying, oh, keep my mind open or whatever, but I'm not joking. I know he is. So G-I-R, I shouldn't say I know, but I really kind of like 99% know in myself. Girls, look at that, girls. Looks at, look, hunts girls, preys on girls. That's interesting. D-I-R-T, dirt. D-I-R-T, dirt. So I was going to look for like a Y, but there's no dirty, but dirt. No idea what that means, but anyway. Maybe they just, like, there's a lot of dirt around their property, perhaps. Maybe they have a dirt road that goes up to their house. Look at this. F-L-I-R-T, flirts. Social media, flirts. Flirts with them over the keyboard. Or was maybe flirty with them. Oh, no, I don't believe he was flirty with them on the day. Grit. Got the word grit. I don't even know what that really means. Grit. What's grit again? Okay. Right. No, I've got no E, have I? I keep thinking I've got an E, but I don't. Grit. Grid. Look at that. G-R-I-D. Grid. So police usually work with grids too, like when they're usually when they search for bodies or maybe perpetrators, they have maps and they work through different grids. Could be that these people are living off the grid as well. So we've also got could be here all day. Yeah, that's so interesting. I just saw this right now because in the spirit session, it did actually say that'll be a hard tick or something, tick. And I remember thinking, TIC, like, has he got a tick? You know how some people might involuntarily wink, or they're kind of like got these muscular movements, or they might move their head really fast. It's a tick. It could be drug related. It could be just something that they can't help. But I find one of them might have a tick in the way they speak, or like if they're expressing themselves, they might just, or even if they're not, it could be just something that they do, like they might flick their head out of nerves. It could be like that get triggered at times through different nerves, nervous situations, things like that. That's interesting. That's coming through very much. Yes. We've got GUN. Look at that gun. Owns a gun. And thought it was a lot of fun too. Took a lot of pleasure and delight in doing this, actually. 6, okay, 6 could be something significant. 6 could be number of their house. They might have a 6 in the number of their house, or in a birth date, something like that. Fix, maybe fixes things, bit of a handy guy, maybe fixes things around the house. Got pics here, PIX, so it has lots of pictures. We know that on their computers he had lots of pictures. And I know I've got to say the whole frickin' disclaimer of everyone, everyone's presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I know I have to say that stuff. These guys are not innocent. Yeah, I got fund too. FUND, funds. FUNDS, funds. So they're low. I reckon this person is low on funds, because it kept saying in the spirit session that this guy, and even in the tarot, that this guy hasn't got any money. Like, he's low on funds. Yeah. That's interesting. So I'm trying to see what else is coming through. I got the name Trish. Okay, Trish, as in Patricia. Trisha. I'm wondering if there's someone that's connected to them that's got that name Trish or Trisha. Yeah, it's interesting. That's all I can find right now. I think my brain's not really working too well today. Oh my God, I just saw it. Look at that fish. Kept saying in the spirit session that this guy fishes. He's a hunter and he fishes. Very interesting. SHIFT, shift. So might work night shifts, or what is that? Shift. Has a rift with people too. Like, I don't think he's easy to get along with. Well, that's interesting because there's no E, but I'm seeing the word rifle, like RIFL, rifle. Oh, gosh. There's a wish. Yeah, it's interesting. So, guys, if you know anything else, let me know, okay? So you might want to write the letters down. We've got WIPH. So that's interesting. Whip, WHIP, whip. Might own a whip. You know how they got horse whips and stuff? Like, that might be something significant here, actually. WHIPJGUNDST, I can see the word pug. I wonder if someone owns a pug dog. We've got an R, L, C, X, and an F. Okay, so we got T for Tony, but there's no other kind of letters like K's or anything. But I will tell you something interesting, is that in one of the spirit sessions, when I asked the girls who Bridge Guy was, you can hear it so, like, clearly. And I don't know if they say A in the beginning or if it's TL, but I hear them saying TL, it's TL. And I was wondering, is she saying it's or is she saying ATL? But you can definitely hear the TL. So I'm thinking, geez, that's interesting, isn't it? T being Tony. But the L's obviously thrown me a bit. If it is Tony Klein, what is that to do with? You know, has he got a nickname? Is there a last name he uses? Is it different that starts with L? I don't know. But it's just interesting that came out in the spirit session. But I do definitely feel Keegan is in a strong connection with this. It's obvious. His social media was the last to speak with, you know, to be connected with Libby on the day. So it's just obvious that he is definitely involved. His father living with him as well and having access to his computer is very suspicious. Guys, let me know what you think. I'm just going to pull out a last card for you guys. I felt that, you know, Spirit want me, and it could be Abby and Libby as well, want you to have a special message from Archangel Michael, okay, the angel of protection. Mercy, courage, protection. What do they want you to know? What could you take away from today's reading? So let go of fear now, okay? So Archangel Michael or Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. So Archangel Michael is going to help you to let go of any fears that are holding you back or holding you down or draining you. It's going to bring in his sword. You can visualize his sword cutting those cords of anything that's making you fearful right now, okay, guys? So please comment below. Let me know what you think about this reading. It could be way off. I never, you know, I'm not blowing my own trumpet and saying, oh, you know, this is correct 100%. I never say that. I actually love to hear what you guys think. I want to know what your ideas are. A lot of people were really hell-bent on sticking to the fact that this is law enforcement or this is way bigger than we know. And, you know, you're entitled to that opinion, of course. You know, it could be something bigger. Who knows? It could be someone in law enforcement like we all thought, military background, all that kind of thing. I just find it very interesting now that there's someone that's been linked with the social media to Libby. That really is quite disturbing. And, you know, there's got to be more evidence, obviously, at the end of the day, shown or found. But, yes, once again, I really want to hear what you guys think. I want to know what you think of the case in general, what you're thinking of new developments that you're hearing about, and what you think about this tarot reading. So I'll most likely do another one in future. This is the first one for the Divinevisions Crime Readings channel, which is just so exciting. Thank you, Spirit. Just getting all those orbs in here, which is just beautiful. I think the girls are saying hello. And they're very thankful for the fact that we want to find answers in this. So guys, I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.